Hello everyone. Today we will see example of timestamp protocol. For timestamp, we have gone through the two rules, that is read rule and write rule. For read rule, we are going to check write condition, and for write rule, we are going to check read as well as write condition for that particular variable. So we'll just quickly revise this timestamp protocol through this one particular example. Now here transaction T1, T2, T3, T1 enters at 1 second into the system, T2 enters at 2 seconds into the system, and T3 enters at 3 seconds into the system. Initially, the XYZ write and read timestamp values I am considering as 0. So for first operation, that is under T2, that is read of Z. For this read of Z, I need to check the write condition. That is write of Z, is it greater than that particular transaction timestamp value? Write of Z timestamp, is it greater than timestamp of that particular transaction? That means initially it is 0. Is it greater than timestamp value of T2, which is 2? The condition is fail. If condition is failed or condition is false, then write timestamp says set read of Z timestamp value as maximum of read of Z, comma, timestamp value of that transaction. Right now for me it is T2. So I am going to set this as, which is equal to maximum of 0, 2. So value comes out to be equal to 2. Equal to 2. That means read of Z, which was earlier 0, now it is updated to 2. So my this read of Z, which was earlier 0, which is getting updated now to 2. Which is getting updated now to 2. Now next I need to check for read of Y. For read of Y, again I need to check the conditions for write. That is write of Y greater than T2? That is timestamp of write of Y. Is it greater than T2? Initially write timestamp for Y is 0. So 0, is it greater than T2 timestamp, which is 2? Answer is false. So set write read timestamp of Y, which is equal to maximum of read of Y, comma, timestamp of T2. So my read of Y, initially it is 0, comma, timestamp of 2. So maximum of 0, 2, which comes out to be 2. So read of Y, which was initially 0, now it is getting updated to 2. This is getting updated to 2. Now next I need to check the next transaction operation. So next transaction operation is W of Y, that is write of Y. For write of Y, I need to check two conditions. First condition is read of Y greater than T2, that is 2 greater than 2, greater than 2? No, answer is false. And second condition I need to check is write of Y greater than T2? That means is 0 greater than 2? Both the conditions are false. So set write of Y, which is equal to T2. That means my write of Y, which was initially 0, now it will get set to equal to 2. So likewise we have to proceed for each operation. So now my value of write timestamp of Y, which was 0, now it is getting updated to 2. Next I'll check for this operation, this read of Y. Now for this read of y, I need to check the right condition, that is write of y greater than, now I am under the transaction T3. So I need to check the timestamp of T3. That is, what is write of y right now? It is 2. Is it greater than 3? Answer is false. If it is false, set read of y is equal to maximum of read of y, timestamp of read of y, comma T3. So now read of y right now it is 2. So it is maximum of 2 comma T3 timestamp is 3. So it comes out to be 3. So read of y which was now 2 will get set to 3. So this 2 is also gone and we are going to write down over here as 3. We are going to write down this read of y as, I'll just mention over here, read of y is right now equal to 3. Next, I'll check for read of z. For read of z, I need to check write of z condition. So is write of z greater than T3? Timestamp of T3 is write of z timestamp greater than timestamp of T3. Write of z timestamp initially it is 0. Is it greater than T3 timestamp T3? So it is false. So read of z says set read of z timestamp as equal to maximum of read of z comma T3. So it is read of z is equal to, right now read of z is equal to 2 comma T3, that is 3 maximum. So it will get set to equal to 3. So it is equal to 3. So read of z which was 2, now this 2 is also cancelled. This 2 is also cancelled. Now I am getting the value as 3. Similar way, I'll check for this read of x. For read of x, I need to check whether write of x is greater than now T1 because I am under T1 transaction. Write of x initial value is 0. Is it greater than 1? Answer comes out to be false. So set read of x which is equal to maximum of read of x comma transaction T1 timestamp. So read of x timestamp right now it is 0 comma 1. So now this will get set to 1. So this transaction T1 read value which was 0, now it is getting updated to 1. Next transaction is this write of x. For write of x, I need to check read of x condition. Read of x, is it greater than T1? That is, right now it is 1, updated to 1. So is 1 greater than 1? Answer is false. So set. We'll check one more condition as it is a write operation. So is write of x greater than T1? That is, write of x is 0 greater than 1. So again this condition is false. So set write of x which is equal to that particular transaction timestamp T1. So my write of x now for this operation, after this operation will get set to 1. So earlier which was 0, now it is getting operated with the timestamp is equal to 1 for x variable. Now next condition is write of y. For this write of y, I'll check what is read of y operation. Read of y, is it greater than timestamp of T3? So read of y right now it is 3. Is it greater than 3? Answer is false. Then I need to check whether right of y is greater than T3. For this, my right of y is 2 greater than 3. Answer is false. So my right of y condition says, set W of y, right, timestamp of y equal to my that transaction timestamp. So it is getting equal to now 3. So which was earlier 2. Now this 2 will also go and it will get updated to 3. It will get updated to 3. So right now the value is 3. Next operation is W of z. For this W of z, I need to check again two conditions as it is a right. So read of z, is it greater than T3? So read of z right now is 3. Is it greater than 3? Answer is false. And another condition is right of z greater than T3? So is right of z operation is 0. Is 0 greater than T3? That is 3. Answer is false. So condition says set right of z equal to timestamp of T3. So it will get set to 3. So my this 0 now will get replaced by this 0 will get replaced by 3. Now next I'll come for this read of x. For this read of x, I need to check right condition. That is right of x greater than T2? What is right of x right now? It is 1. So is 1 greater than 2? Answer is false. So set read of x as maximum of read of x, comma T2, that is it is equal to maximum of read of x timestamp value right now it is equal to 1 comma 2, which is turns out to be 2. So my read of x, which was 1, now will get updated as 2. Then I'll check for read of y. I'll check for read of y. This read of y. That condition we supposed to check is right of y greater than T1? What is right of y? Updated value is 3. Is 3 greater than 1? Answer is true. If answer is true, that means that operation is rejected. It is turned out to be as rollback. That means from this particular point, my transaction T1 is rolled back again. That means T1 will start again. So this operation, T1 operation is rejected from this particular point. So from this particular point, then I no need to check for W of y because again it is going to restart. So I'll check directly now for right of x. Right of x, I need to check read of x. Is read of x greater than T2? That means is 2 greater than 2? Answer is false. Then I'll check for right condition. Is right of x greater than T2, that is 1 greater than 2? Answer is false. So I'll set W of X is equal to that transaction timestamp, which is equal to 2. So this one now will get updated to 2. This one is now getting updated to 2. So what are the final values? That all the operations are completed. Transaction T1 is rolled back. T2 is executed. Then T3 will get executed. So what is final answer for this particular part is my read timestamp of X is 2, 2. Read timestamp of Y is 3, 3. And for Z it is 3, 3. So your final answer for this particular question is my transaction T1 is rolled back, transaction T2 and T3 are getting executed properly with the timestamp value of XYZ as 2, 2, 3, 3, and here also you are getting 3. This is not 2, this is 3. This is also 3. So likewise, we will perform all the problems based on this timestamp. We just have to solve the problem depending on your rules. We just have to check for the existence of particular rules. So what does this timestamp protocol says? That timestamp ordering protocol guarantees serializability since all the arcs in the precedence graphs are of the form transaction with the smaller timestamp will execute first, then the control will go to transaction with the larger timestamp. So in the last example also we have seen that first of all as T1 is getting rolled back, control comes to T2. That means first T2 will get execute, then T3, and then after that my transaction T1 will again start. Thus, there will be no cycle in the precedence graph. Timestamp protocol ensures freedom from the deadlock as no transactions ever waits, but the schedule may not be cascade free or may not even be recoverable. So, what are the advantage of the timestamp protocol? That serializability can be achieved and there won't be any deadlock problem. Thank you all of you.